first round matchups in the 10-minute time limit. Introducing first.
There's a stranger in my bed. There's a pallet in my head. Bottles all over the room. The strippers' clothes are in the pool. I smell like a mini bar. DJ's passed out in the yard. Barbie's on the barbecue. Is this a hickey or a brew?
Johnstone, are you as excited about this as I am?
I am incredibly excited about this, Mr. Tsunami. Hello out there in television land. My name is Jake Johnstone, here sitting alongside one half of the legendary Tsunamis, Johnny Tsunami, here at the Infinity Pro Grand Tournament, first ever 2012 tournament.
Oh yeah, this is going to be big. This first match, this is going to be very hard-hitting.
Yeah, and when you say big, you're not just talking about Adam Bueller's opponent.
Russ Jones, he is a monster.
There he is, big Russ Jones. You say he's a monster, I say that's barely even grasping the straw of what this man is. He's a walking condominium. He's a tower. He's what you would get if you took Godzilla and King Kong and combined them into one gigantic beast.
Monster love child. To be honest though, I wouldn't want to be either of these men.
Following contest is set for what follows a first round matchup in the Grand Tournament with a 10-minute time limit. Winner goes on to face Austin Aries in round 2. Your referee is Jack Maverick. Introducing first to my right, fighting out of the red corner, from Temple, Michigan, weighing in at 300 pounds, the destroyer of worlds, Russ Jones! And his opponent to my left, fighting out of the blue corner, from Dayton, Ohio, weighing in at 160 pounds, unprofessional Bueller!
When you take a look at a match like this, you're just looking at it, and here he goes.
Stiff chops right in front of the fans.
Showed him straight to his seat.
Let's keep in mind that Russ Jones is called the destroyer of worlds for a reason. This is going to be bad.
And that's not just because he's a fan of Galactus. The man can prove just how much he destroys. All our fans out here in the front row experiencing the first ever 3D professional wrestling event brought to you by Infinity Pro.
Missed with the splash. Hit his face right against the corner post, and now Adam Bueller firing up the crowd. What's he gonna do? He's known for this high-risk moves. Oh, a big crossbody, but he's caught. Oh.
He might want to think before he does that again. Honestly, look at this match. Look at the size difference between Russ Jones as compared to Adam Bueller.
Oh, body slam right on the concrete. There is just no faking that.
No,
people say pro wrestling is fake. How are you going to fake a man picking you up and dropping you back first on the concrete?
Exactly. There's no match there. That's oh my!
I think maybe we might want to stop this match.
This is the first match, and I've already almost had a heart attack, and not just because of the heat.
That was a diving senton by a, what would you call him? Probably 230, 250?
I'd call him huge.
He just crushed Adam Bueller.
Adam Bueller's got to the count of 10 to get back in this ring, otherwise he will be counted out, and Russ Jones will advance.
All right, the crowd's getting behind him. Let's see if he can get back into the ring before the 10 count.
This could be thought of as a modern-day David and Goliath story if Goliath was a walking apartment complex.
Oh, he's at the count of 9.
Just barely.
More stiff chops.
Incoming!
Oh, an avalanche.
I think it's pretty safe to assume that every single rib in his entire chest just screamed, "That hurt!"
Oh, Adam's starting to fire back. Yes. Oh, just look at the power.
Every single time that Adam Bueller tries to start to fight back, Russ Jones is there to cut him off at the pass.
Oh, just dropped him. I thought he was going for a vertical suplex, but he just, in the most unsafe of manners, just dropped him straight from the top.
Yeah, that's unsafe, but that's power. That is exactly raw power exhibited by Russ Jones.
Imagine the heat in that ring. What would you estimate the heat at right now?
Imagine the heat in that ring. I can feel the heat over here.
Yeah.
I'd say it's got to be at least 90, 99 degrees, somewhere in the middle.
Ooh, almost took him out of the ring with that chop.
This is almost becoming one of those matches where you just want Russ Jones to finish it quickly and let this kid go home. Oh my goodness!
Man. Spinning sidewalk slam.
Oh, this is academic right here. Oh, he's just wanting to play with him. That's it.
Russ Jones wants the punishment to continue, I suppose. Oh, Mongolian chops.
He's like a cat that just found himself a chewy toy. He wants to continue playing with it.
That is a big kitty. Oh yeah! Boots in the corner. Oh, big Japanese missile drop kick.
That's very smart on the part of Bueller. Go up to where you know best, up to no man's land. Take to the air where he can't grab a hold of you.
Starting to get a second win. Oh, running forearm smash. Possibly going for that kick to the face. And this is why Adam Bueller belongs here in Infinity Pro.
Russ is down. I think for the first time in his match, he is down.
Oh, double knees. Just crushes Russ Jones in the corner. You think this is going to be enough?
I hope this is enough. If not, I don't know what you can do to stop this man.
Kick out at 2.
Oh,
Match
gosh.
continues.
Both men now trying to get to their feet. Russ Jones, the first one up.
Woo! Not sure who's being stiffer with the forearms here. A double palm strike to the face.
And trust me, ladies and gentlemen, when I say this, hold on a second.
Going for the lariat. Nice bicycle kick. Made famous by Pele in soccer, but Adam Bueller is using Russ Jones's head as the soccer ball.
Trust me when I say this, your TV does not need adjusting. Adam Bueller really is that skinny.
Oh, famous for the double knee. That's his finish. If he can cover him, this should be over.
He's advanced.
Oh!
Oh, he has not.
Kicking out at 2. What more does Adam Bueller have to give to Russ Jones?
Referee Jack Maverick on the ball there. And just think, this is only the first match.
This is ridiculous. Adam Bueller getting the fans behind him here.
Climbing up to the top. Don't know if it's a smart decision, but we're going to find out.
Oh, tried that crossbody again. Oh, Oklahoma slam. Right into a spinning backbreaker.
This man is just a powerhouse.
Oh, and a pounce!
You okay there?
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I think it was the heat.
Russ Jones, the only man standing right now, and I guarantee you, Adam Bueller doesn't know where he is.
I think Adam Bueller's going to have to be scraped off the canvas.
That's a possibility. I mean, he does look like a fried egg on the canvas right now.
Oh! Good big Kenta Kobashi lariat, and this one is done.
Who?
Kenta Kobashi, he's famous
You're gonna have to.
Japanese wrestler.
You're gonna have to bring this by me before you start throwing out names that I've never heard of before, okay?
All right. Speaking of Japanese wrestling, Adam Bueller, as well as an accomplished wrestler, also makes fine pro wrestling DVDs, many of them featuring matches from Japan. Oh, fireman's carry straight to a front slam.
If he wasn't out before, I think he's out now.
I'm pretty sure his head. Oh, that's
That's
it.
it.
That's it. This match is over.
And with that, Big Russ Jones advances in the grand tournament.
People coming out to maybe attend to Adam Bueller. I'm not sure he can even walk right now.
No, he's gonna have to have some serious medical team come and look at him.
Well, Zero's in the ring, so I feel better.
Yes, Big Bad Zero.
What? He's not a doctor, but he did stay at a Holiday Inn Express. So,
Wow. You just went there.
I'm here all night.
And he's moving. You can tell he's barely moving, but he is moving.
Russ Jones, you and I, we've been going at it here for a few months now. Listen, I didn't lose this match, Russ. Infinity Pro, I didn't lose this match. No, the referee had to stop about this match for my own safety and my own well-being, and I don't care. I don't agree with that decision. Bring him back out! I don't give a damn about my own well-being. I got a score that I gotta settle. With Russ Jones,
on here was just talking about how he feels like he would like to go against you again.
Get it over, you fat bitch! Don't get hurt, son. The only way this is gonna end, you're not gonna beat me!
I happen to know
You're not gonna beat me again unless you kill me, you fat sack of crap! You're gonna have to kill me! You're gonna have to kill me!
would you like to take him out again, or take him on again?
My friend, you said it right. That's exactly what I want to do. Is take you out.
Alrighty, there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
So, here I am, Bloomington, Indiana, for the first ever Infinity Pro Grand Tournament. And I'm out in round 1 against Russ Jones. You know, Russ, how ironic is it that that's exactly where it all started, at a tournament. Dynamic duos, a few months back. You and me teaming up, unsafe and unprofessional. I brought you in to this company, an Infinity Pro, Russ, not just for the tournament, but a few years ago, for the very second ever Infinity Pro tournament. I'm the one who got your foot in the door here, Russ, because you and I, we go back a long way. We go back a long way, Russ. You and I have been friends for a long time. That is, up until Dynamic Duos. When you decided to turn your back on me and attack me after we lost a match, and we've been going at it ever since then, Russ. And it came to a head tonight. You didn't even go for a win, Russ. You didn't even try to beat me. You were out there trying to hurt me, Russ. The match ended because the referee was concerned for my safety. And you know what? Broken rib here and all, Russ. I wasn't gonna stop. And next show, when we do this again, I'm not gonna stop then either, Russ. Because we got the approval. Infinity Pro is not sanctioning the match. The referee's decision cannot stop the match, Russ. It's gonna be you and me. Anything goes, Russ. Anything can be done to one another. And I've already said it a few times, Russ. Look in these eyes and believe it. Because I mean this as serious as a heart attack. You are gonna have to kill me in that ring, Russ. To stop me from coming after you, you are gonna have to kill me. And it's gonna take everything you have.
Bueller, buddy, there's a thin line between guts and brains. Come the 29th, we're gonna figure out which one you got when I destroy you.
Our following contest is another first-round contest in the Grand Tournament. The contest is a 10-minute time limit. The winner will go on to face Austin Aries in round number 2. Introducing first.
There he is. It's the serial killer, Jack Thriller. A man originally trained up in Michigan under Dan Severn, former UFC fighter and also WWE superstar.
Well, he has quite a list of accomplishments, but I guarantee you his main focus tonight is adding one more, and that is Grand Tournament champion.
I have special plans for that title. It's going to be all Project Max. And it's to take place very soon. Make sure you're back next time, because we're going to be killing it, right? And his opponents.
Is the man by the name of Keith Creme, making his long-awaited return here tonight to the world of Infinity Pro Wrestling.
Creme, known for his intimidating style. He once came out to the ring and had an altercation with a fan, which subsequently led to fines being rendered and parents getting involved because there was a very scared little fan.
Jack Miller's opponent, 291, coming to us out of Newport Beach, California, weighing in at 178 pounds, Keith Creme! Your referee,
Keith Creme wants everyone to respect him.
The referee is actually getting a chant here.
Well, he's a good referee.
On a case-by-case basis. Keith Creme's looking to make an impact here in his return match. He's been away from Infinity Pro for a while. Now he's back here looking to gain himself the title of Grand Tournament Champion. But yet he's got to go through Jack Thriller in order to do that.
Yeah, you mentioned that Keith Creme has been out of action here of recent, and that's because in another promotion, which will go unnamed at this time, he actually suffered a concussion due to a maneuver known as a snapmare driver. Interestingly enough, that is actually Jack Thriller's finishing maneuver. So,
well, that's not a good sign at all now, is it?
This may be a touchy match for Keith Creme. Side headlock, although if he's smart, he may have learned some counters to that maneuver on his time off.
We can only hope. I mean, wrestlers are always hard at work on their careers, trying to add new moves to their repertoire, so let's see what Keith Creme brings to the table tonight.
Ooh, stomping on the hand. Tough to get a grip whenever you can't use your fingers.
You got to remember, fans, it is very hot in this arena. It is very, very hot. So these guys, they sweat just like the rest of us, so accidents can happen due to too much sweat.
Reverse wrist lock takes him straight to the mat. Gets a little payback.
And I tell you, Johnny, don't forget, they stated it earlier, the winner of this match will go on later tonight to face off against the TNA X Division champion himself, Mr. Austin Aries, who is here tonight in the building.
That is so exciting. Oh, just running his forearm right across the bridge of the nose of Keith Creme. Referee reprimanding Jack Thriller for those dirty tactics.
Well, you know, you got to reprimand him for the dirty tactics, but at the same time, this is Infinity Pro. This is the grand tournament. Everybody's going to do anything they can just to be named tournament champion.
That's right. Including that up and over to a knee strike.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, a tilt-a-whirl head scissors. Connects. Reversal with the Irish whip. Oh, big counter of the cross body with a Yakuza kick. I think he may have caught him in the face.
Man, oh man, that's why I'm glad to have you out here with me, Johnny, because these guys tonight are going to do some things that I guarantee you I have never heard of in my entire life. So I'm going to be relying on you for that.
Ooh, stiff boot in the corner. That's what I'm here for, brother. Oh, spinning elbow strike. Keith Creme measuring Jack Thriller. What's he going to hit him with?
He's posted.
Oh, look. Manager getting involved.
What are you talking about? He's not getting involved. He's just trying to show him his nice light-up belt.
Oh, a European uppercut. Followed by a back fist. Inadvertent suicide dive straight onto Jack Thriller's manager.
I don't think that was part of the plan.
Hope he gets hazard pay. Keith Creme may be looking to dive. Oh! A twisting slingshot dive. That's a house show dive and a half.
Tossing him back in the ring.
Oh, a leg trip right into a backbreaker. Innovative offense by Keith Creme.
Very nice. Going for the pin attempt.
Very close. That maneuver, that sliding forearm smash, actually made famous by Masato Tanaka in Japan. He calls it the sliding D.
I did not know that.
And now you do. Oh, a Buffalo Sleeper. Made famous by Hiroshi Tenzan. This is actually a camel clutch variation. He may tap. Oh, never mind. Able to make his way to the ropes.
Keith Creme showcasing that concussion he sustained didn't do much to damage the repertoire and the moveset that he currently holds.
Oh. Missed the corner splash. Oh, repeated knees. Oh! Did I mention that every time you have a concussion, it's easier to have another one.
If he doesn't there, he's doing it too.
Oh, and a kick out at 2.
If he doesn't there, then his head must be made of steel surrounded by eggshells.
After that spinning reverse STO, what more does Jack Thriller have to do to put away Keith Creme?
That's the thing about the Infinity Pro roster when you look at it. These guys, none of them are pushovers. You're going to have to use everything you've got in order to take each guy out.
I think maybe the ref might be getting on to Jack Thriller about having Keith Creme hung up on the ropes like that. Oh, now just grabbing the ears. I don't think that's a legal maneuver. No manipulation of small joints, no groin shots, no eye rakes, no fish hooks. I believe pulling the ears falls under that.
You know, referee Ollie Tharp, the man in the ring right now, you know he currently holds a record?
Oh, look what's going on in the corner. What? What were you saying?
All he thought. He currently is the only Infinity Pro referee to hold a record in the referee hot dog eating contest. I have it on good authority.
Big sidewalk slam.
You know, if there's one thing you can't count Jack Thriller out on, it's the amount of charisma, the amount of charisma and the huge ego this guy brings to the table. That might not have been a smart move on the part of Thriller. He should have went right back on Keith Creme instead of jaw-jacking with the fans.
Yeah, Jack Thriller is known for being very vocal in his matches. Oh, big chop. Keith Creme starting to fire back. Oh! Spinning head kick and a jumping knee.
This Bloomington crowd is going crazy.
Oh, and cut off with that lifting knee strike. Oh,
What?
innovative.
I've never seen something like that before.
Just pulling him outside the ring and slingshotting him on that second rope. Keith Creme's going up top. What are we going to see?
Is this going to be a smart move?
Double knee strike.
Oh, he's it.
Smashing the back of the head of Thriller against the canvas, and kick out at 2 3/4.
Referee announcing there is 1 minute left in this match. These two men have 1 minute to try and find a winner.
Somebody's got to pull out a quick pin. Setting him up. Could be going for a Frankensteiner. Interference on the outside.
Jack Thriller's manager trying to get involved, coming off. Oh my! Face first!
A lifting reverse Uranagi. Oh! The referee being pulled out of the ring.
Pulls the referee out. That's not a legal move to do.
The referee ejecting the manager from ringside, rightfully so.
You are out of here, mister!
And the audience seems to agree. 30 seconds.
Jack Thriller's plan just backfired on him, it looks like.
Oh, going straight back for that Buffalo Sleeper.
There it is! And with that, Keith Creme advances to later tonight where he will face off against A-Double himself, Austin Aries.
Do you respect Keith Creme? Yes, I do. Very much. As well, everyone should.
That's 2 matches down, 2 men advancing in the tournament, and we've still got more action to go.
What the? The freaking ref! Max! The ref threw you! That's ridiculous! I can't believe it! I had it right here in the clutches of my hand! I had the grand championship right here. The tournament was won. I know that it was only the first round, Max, but I felt it! I felt it, Max! And I can't believe that no good piece of crap Ollie threw you up! What's the smirk for, Max?
Jack, calm down. Calm down. It was never about
winning the tournament. It was never about winning the trophy. Jack, it wasn't about the trophy. What did I tell you? I told you it was about winning the title. It was about getting the platform. It was about telling the people about Project Max. And tonight, you fell a little short, but I'm okay with that. You want to know why, Jack?
Why are you okay with it, Max? I fell short. I feel like I let you down, Max. I feel like I let you down, Max.
Jack, I'm ready now to take you to the next level. And to do that, we gotta hit bottom before we can go to the top. I got a plan, I have a project. Project Max is gonna take you back to the top, Jack. But before we do that, I want you to do one thing for me, Jack, and it's gonna be good for both of us. I want you to hit me.
What are you saying?
That's good. That's good. You're one step closer to hitting bottom. It's good, Jack. We got it.
Yes, Keith Creme is back. This is not an illusion. It's not a mirage. I'm really here at Infinity. I beat Jack Thriller with the C clutch. He tapped. Next round, Austin Aries will tap. There's not an and, if, but, nothing. Austin Aries will tap in the next round, or, I'm not even going to dignify that with an answer. Keith Creme, I'm back, baby. Deal with it.
Following contest is another first round matchup in the grand tournament. Be set for a 10-minute time limit. The winner will face Joseph Schwartz in round number 2. Introducing first.
Yo, I'm getting ready to put y'all up on something, man. Yo, when you see something ill, you know what I mean? That shit is woke. Anything ill you see is woke. Nigga have a big 6 at the curb, that's woke. Especially if he got fully equipped kid on it, it's woke. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I had this bad bitch uptown, she was woke. Had me fucked up in the head, I mean, woke. Bought the bitch diamonds and pearls, I mean, woke. Should've seen them shit shining on the wrist. Now money ain't a problem, see my dough is like, pulled out my bankroll on y'all niggas like, lost the boot shrimp from 210 like, faggot wanna beat my blueprints, I'm like, had to hit the brakes on y'all niggas like, niggas getting booked on my block like, coming home within a half an hour like, frontin' like they had the manpower like, more or less. More so, I rip your talk so I live the fast life. Come through in the boat slow like whoa. My nigga, like dough, like nitro, my flow, nice clothes, like whoa. East Bay with cocaine like whoa. Now I'm Doc Strange in the range like whoa. 100 miles an hour switching lanes like whoa. Plus I'm getting brain from this chick like whoa. Finger near nigga asshole like whoa.
They're playing basketball. We love that basketball.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Hey, you watch that. You keep your eye on that.
Come into my house, you're invited into my house. Entering the back of my house, welcoming you into my house. Come into my house, you're invited into my house. Entering the back of my house, welcoming you into my house. I've invited loads to my house, loads of people come to my house. They take stuff inside of my house, and smoke stuff outside of my house.
In this contest, the set for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Your referee is John Gray. Introducing first to the corner on the left. Hailing from the west side of Louisville, Kentucky, by way of the Reigns Dojo. He weighs in at 187 pounds, the Hood Ninja, Hyzaya.
And as I said, Sugar Dunkerton, a newcomer here to Infinity Pro Wrestling. I spoke to this man earlier today, and he told me he was very excited to be here to debut for this company and actually have a shot in his first night here to be named Grand Tournament Champion.
Yeah, Sugar Dunkerton is a newcomer here to Infinity Pro, but he's been a lot of places in the wrestling business already in his short career.
Oh, that he has been, and now he is here. Infinity Pro welcomes Sugar Dunkerton.
Sugar Dunkerton, unfamiliar with Hyzaya's unorthodox martial arts-based style, but now he's drug him into a good old-fashioned wrestling match. Side headlock applied.
Well, you look at a guy like Hyzaya and you're going to realize they don't call him the Hood Ninja just because it's a cool name.
Hyzaya showing that he's well-versed in wrestling as well. Reversing the headlock with a top wrist lock right into an arm drag. Sugar is going out to the outside to do some calisthenics. Obviously, he wasn't warmed up quite enough before this match.
Oh, he's back in the ring. He's going to give it one more shot.
I'm surprised because he did some suicides right there in the ring. I saw him warm up.
But he's still alive.
Oh, another deep arm drag.
I said when this match began that Hyzaya might not know what he's got in the form of Sugar Dunkerton, but I think I may have to take my words back and say that Sugar Dunkerton might not know what he's got in Hyzaya.
Indeed, no pushover, either of these men. Either one could go on and win the entire tournament. That's the cool thing about all Infinity Pro shows. Every single match is a potential main event in any other company.
Exactly, and let's not forget.
Oh, and a Hadouken! Made famous by Kenny Omega. And also Ryu from the Street Fighter games.
Let us not forget, fans, the winner of this contest will advance to the second round and face off against the Hebrew Hammer himself, Joseph Schwartz.
Could you imagine Sugar Dunkerton and Joseph Schwartz in a ring together?
You know what? If Dunkerton's able to pull out the victory, we won't have to imagine it. It'll actually become a reality. But the same thing goes for Hyzaya.
Oh, another move from Street Fighter. Time. Sure you can. Sugar Dunkerton just taking a breather right now. Oh, don't do the flare flop.
So far, this match has been all Hyzaya when it comes to offense.
Kick right to the shin and then a deep arm drag of his own.
Finally, Dunkerton gets some offense.
Oh, now just dribbling Hyzaya in the ring. Using Hyzaya's head as the basketball.
He lost his dribble.
Oh, what a roundhouse.
2.
Almost a spinning cross body. Good for a 2 count.
He barely kicked out on that one. You saw that. want to go ahead and pass a note here. Your referee for this contest is John Gray. And John Gray asked me earlier to go ahead and give him a little plug for his radio show. So I'm going to go ahead, his internet radio show. It's called The Real Side of Wrestling, host with John Gray. You can find it on realsidemedia.com. That's Real Side of Wrestling with your host, John Gray, on realsidemedia.com.
Oh, Hyzaya with a twisting corner splash, but only two.
I've said it all night, Johnny, but I'm going to go ahead and say it again. They're not just battling themselves, but they're also battling the heat in this building right now. You fans at home, you're not able to really feel what we're feeling right now, but I guarantee you, it's hot.
Sweltering. The heat index has to be just over 110. It's ridiculous. Oh, counter with a schoolboy roll-up.
This might be it.
Oh, and a two. Oh, and a jumping knee strike straight to the face. Sugar's getting the crowd behind him.
The chocolate ice cream dream, as he likes to call himself, showcasing just why he's been all over the scene in professional wrestling.
Here it comes. Oh, built up a tremendous head of steam, and then a sliding Japanese drop kick, but only two.
I tell you, this is a great crowd to be in front of. Bloomington, Indiana, they're just fantastic people. This place has been the place that Infinity Pro's called home for a long time now.
Yeah, indeed. Always the best fans. Oh, and a front jawbreaker. Almost a variation of a Stone Cold Stunner. Double knees in the corner. Follows up with a big leg lariat.
Good Lord.
Well,
somebody might want to tell him where he's at right now.
Hyzaya saying finish him.
He hits this, then that's it. It's over.
Oh, big swanton. Oh, and the lariat turns him inside out. 2 minutes remaining.
He hit him hard enough, it knocked the basketball out. And there it is. And with that, Sugar Dunkerton advances into the second round later tonight, where he will do battle with the Hebrew Hammer, Joseph Schwartz, and that is going to be a great match.
That is going to be too much ridiculousness in one ring.
Nice show of respect there between Hyzaya and Sugar Dunkerton.
Tremendous sportsmanship.
And just think of it like this, Johnny. This is Sugar Dunkerton's first ever night in Infinity Pro. And already he's advanced into the second round of the Grand Tournament Championship. He could win this whole thing.
He's already gained the support of a lot of fans here in Infinity Pro. And you're right. He could not only face X Division champion Austin Aries in his opening night of Infinity Pro action, but he could also go on to become the first ever Grand Tournament champion. Unbelievable.
It seems like my first time out in the singles tournament. All anybody wants to do is play games. Well, look at my face. Does it look like I play all the time? I don't think so. I'm not here to play with you. I'm not here to play with anybody else. And Infinity Pro. Me, I'm man of enough to take my losses as such. I take my scars, I take my stripes, and I take them like a man. So there is no excuses. But failure? Failure I did not. You did catch me slipping, and that was my one and only mistake as I went to finish you, Sugar Dumpling. Oh yes, you heard it right, Sugar Dumpling. Because as far as I'm concerned, you're too worried about being sweet than wearing the gold and being the first tournament winner for Infinity Pro Wrestling. But that's okay. I'm on to other things. And I'm focused more than I ever had before. I might be high, but I ain't getting high. But I tell you one thing, I'm gonna stay fly. And when I come, Ninja strike, Ninja's gonna win, and then Ninja vanish. But until that time, this is not the last time you've seen the Hood Ninja. And make no remarks, anything and everything that stands in my way, no matter what size, no matter what person, no matter what fed you come from. If you don't know me, you will get to know me. Go Ninja, go.
First round knockout, burst out of the playoffs, Hyzaya. Good match, not good enough for the Grand Tournament champion. You went down and out to the shot clock, son. Better men have tried. You, among many, have failed. But let me tell you something. I remember being laid up for about 2 months, broken arm and all, thinking it's a blessing to be back in the Grand Tournament, to be back to get a playoff win, and be the marquee guy in Infinity Pro on my first night. And it started off the right way. So Schwartz, I hear I got you next. You're gonna need all 6 points of that Star of David. And hope and pray that whatever it is you pray to gives you enough power to be able to get past the chocolate ice cream dream. Because I promise you, you will go to sleep. And when the finals are over, and when they get ready to name that champion, for the first time, Sugar Dunkerton makes his debut a winning one. I'd be worried about the competition, but I'm just too busy being delicious.
Before we get started with our next contest, we do have a special shout out. And a guy hopefully you'll be seeing here in Infinity Pro very soon. Got married recently. Big Sue Jackson, ladies and gentlemen. Stand up! Stand up! First round contest. It is set for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Your referee is Ali. Introducing first.
Also, I'm not sure if you realize he's a reptilian from the third dimension. Really? He told me that backstage.
Another thing I did not know. Thank you for telling me that. It's that guy! You know that guy!
Oh yeah.
PJB is here as part of the Grand Tournament.
Bloomington's own.
I'll tell you right now, PJB has had a storied career here in Infinity Pro. Let's not forget all the hype he got when he joined forces with Darius Willis from Indiana University. And here we go with this next tournament match. It's Jake Omen, leader of the Life Power Church, against that guy, PJB.
Oh! Tosses him down in a double stomp to the back. Oh! Jake Omen is fired up.
He's almost like a rabid animal hunting for a kill.
Oh, pulling the hair. Jake Omen showing a lot of aggression tonight. I think he wants to go on and win this entire tournament. What do you think?
I think you might be right.
Going for the half and half. Turns over and only a 2 count. PJB's got to try to mount some kind of offense.
Trust me, he may not be getting any offense in right now, but hold on. Do not count PJB out. This man has the heart of a fighter, and he will showcase that at some point.
Stiff chops in the corner. Oh, but he turns him around.
And there it is, just what I was telling you.
Showing him how it's done. Oh, just raking the laces of the boots right across the face. I can tell you from experience, that move hurts. That is choking him on the second rope. Cross faces to boot. Right in front of the referee.
He's got to the count of 5 to break that hold, otherwise it will be a disqualification.
Oh, standing STO. Followed up with another double stomp.
2.
Jake Omen is firmly in control of this match right now. Almost no offense by PJB.
Got a chant of Life Power Church here coming from the crowd. These must be Jake Omen's followers out here.
Couple shots to the gut. Oh, and he takes a stiff Yakuza kick right to the face. A move perfected by Masahiro Chono. Utilized by Jake Omen. Oh, a variation of a neck breaker. Could be it. Oh, no, only a 2 count.
Seems like every time PJB thinks he's going to get a little bit of offense in, Jake Omen is there to cut him off at the pass. And you got to know that is the strategic factor for Jake Omen, who's been in the wrestling business just a little bit longer than that guy PJB.
Him up with a front face lock, trying to take him over with a suplex, but he applies the counter. Stiff kicks in the corner.
This may be his one shot to try and put Jake Omen away.
Nails a stiff back elbow. Oh, here's one of his trademarks. Oh, misses the drop kick off the second rope. Can PJB capitalize?
Very well scouted by that guy.
Oh, going for that's all she wrote. He counters. There's the drop kick.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Pin attempt here.
Oh, what a counter. Oh! Are you as shocked as I am by that quick counter crucifix roll-up?
Can you believe that? If you'd have blinked, you would have missed it.
I tell you what, that's why in the Infinity Pro Dojo, we always stress fundamentals. That means basic pin maneuvers like that crucifix pin. They can come out of nowhere at any time.
And the shock factor of professional wrestling is in full effect here tonight. PJB advances in the grand tournament.
A shocking upset, if I do say so myself. Jake Omen was firmly in control almost that entire match.
Oh, it's guaranteed. But as you said earlier, things can happen in the blink of an eye, and they did there. Luck was just not on the side of the end of the world himself.
I guess that's the end of the line for the leader of the Life Power Church in this tournament.
That it is.
All right, I'm not gonna make excuses for what happened tonight. I've never been one to make excuses my whole life. And everyone knows I've overcome a lot bigger obstacles than PJB. PJB, this isn't over. Tonight you got lucky and you know it. The other 9 out of 10 times when we step in that ring, we know that I'm the one that's gonna end with his hand raised. You know what? I've heard what they've been saying in Bloomington about me getting soft, about me showing respect for my fellow opponents. And you know what? Maybe I have gotten a little soft. So I'm making you a promise tonight. And it's not a promise to win matches. It's not a promise to win titles. It's a promise to destroy everybody that steps in my way.
This next contest is an exhibition tag team contest. It'll be one fall to a finish. Introducing first, this tag team contest was scheduled to be Tolerant Zero with Ron Brown. If you guys weren't here at the Duos tournament, Ron Brown is a fan who was sitting ringside and he's attacked maliciously by Revelation. So Ron Brown laid out a challenge to Revelation and picked a tag team partner, and his partner was Tolerant Zero. Unfortunately, due to unfortunate circumstances and emergency in the family, Ron Brown has been unable to be here tonight. But Tolerant Zero has found a partner that hates Revelation just as equal as Ron Brown. So, ladies and gentlemen, Tolerant Zero's new tag team partner, Brett Havoc.
Well, would you look at this? The man we thought was supposed to be Tolerant Zero's partner tonight, Ron Brown, a fan who was here a few shows ago. He was supposed to be his partner. However, due to unfortunate circumstances, Ron Brown was not able to be here. So therefore, Tolerant Zero's new partner, a man who hasn't been seen here for a while, he's taken a sabbatical, but now he is back. Brett Havoc is back in Infinity Pro.
And their opponents.
And there you see their opponents, the team of Kenneth James and Drew Lykos. They call themselves Revelation. Now this is going to be very, very strange to see, Johnny, because when you think about it, Before Bret Havoc went on his sabbatical, Bret Havoc himself was a member of Revelation, but now, here tonight, he finds himself standing on the opposite side of the ring of two men who he once called his friends.
Funny how things work out, because Bret Havoc was actually one of the original members of Revelation, along with Kenneth James. Drew Lycos brought in later on to actually take the part of Bret Havoc, because Bret Havoc, well, he had to step away from the ring for a little while. Now,
as I was starting to say earlier, ladies and gentlemen, this is a duos match. It's not just a regular tag team match. In duos action, all matches in duos action will be competed under elimination rules. If your partner is pinned, then you will survive to fight and try and earn the victory for your team.
that's right, every member of a certain team must be eliminated. Very unique to Infinity Pro.
Introducing first, to my right, fighting out of the red corner. First, from Odessa, Russia, weighing in at 250 pounds, Tolerant Zero! And his tag team partner from Lafayette, Indiana, weighing in at 175 pounds, Bret Havoc! Their opponents, from Bloomington, Indiana, at a combined weight of 385 pounds, Drew Lycos and James. Together, they are Revelation!
And here we go with the start of this non-tournament duos match. Looks like it's going to be Kenneth James starting off with Bret Havoc.
Oh, this is very interesting. This is a stare down between two former tag team partners. They know each other very well. Both have a background in amateur wrestling.
Oh, and Kenneth James makes the quick tag. He's not ready to face his former friend already. Bret Havoc playing a little bit of mind games with Drew Lycos.
Bret Havoc is the veteran in the ring right now. Drew Lycos has only been wrestling for a short time as compared to Bret Havoc, who has been all over the state of Indiana as well as surrounding states, wrestling for years now.
Look at this, a show of respect or something. No, he's sucking him in.
Test of strength right to a wrist lock.
Let's make mention of Bret Havoc's partner here tonight, Tolerant Zero. That's a guy that, quite honestly, you would not want to find in a dark alley somewhere. I guarantee it. This man is vicious.
Although, coincidentally, you would probably be more likely to find him in a dark alley than you would, say, at a theme park or...
So, therefore, learn your lesson, kids. Stay out of dark alleys.
Good call. Oh, Bret Havoc just basically kicking the crap out of Drew Lycos right now. On hot days like this, you can actually see the spray of sweat come off whenever people land those stiff shots like that.
I thought that was Sprite.
I don't know, whatever they use.
You sure it's not cooking oil?
I'm not sure of anything anymore. Ooh, stiff shot to the gut. Bret Havoc just firmly in control.
Bret Havoc has been all offense since this match began.
Ooh, just a stiff slap.
I guess I spoke too soon.
Oh! And a jumping enziguri right to the side of the head.
I don't know what you called that, but I called it an instant headache.
Yep. trying to get in the head of Kenneth James.
You gotta wonder right now, does Brett Havoc actually want Kenneth James in there instead of Lycos? And here comes the big man. Tolerant Zero showcasing those fighting skills that he learned in his native homeland of Russia.
Picking up for a big stalling vertical suplex. Oh, straight into a jackhammer. 2.
Remember, fans, the match does not end with one pinfall. Both members of a team have to be eliminated in the Infinity Pro Duos matches.
Dropping clothesline. Only good for 2, but man, I felt that one over here. Zero measuring him.
Zero's just the type of guy that you don't really have to ask him if he's a bad man. You know he's bad because he spells his name with an X instead of a Z.
Kenneth James with a stiff kick to the back of Zero. Now dropping the knees straight to the center of the spine. One of the most vulnerable areas of the body. Actually illegal in many martial arts competitions to strike directly to the spine. Fortunately, our referee is lenient with that rule.
Brett Havoc trying to get these fans into it. Professional wrestling shows, we always love it when we have a ton amount of people come in because they feed off the energy of the crowd. And on a hot day like this, these wrestlers really have to have some energy to feed off of. Only gets a 2 count.
Double stomp senton combination, very nice by Drew Lycos, staying on top of Tolerant Zero, and that's exactly what you have to do. If you're a smaller man and you get a chance to get the bigger man down, you have to stay on them.
You know, I'm going to say this right now. Johnny Tsunami, you yourself are a competitor in the duos action, in the duos rankings, you and your brother Donnie. So I got to ask you this. What's the mindset when you know you're heading into a match like this?
Well, basically, it depends on if you're able to scout your opponents. If you are, great, because a lot of times you can form counters to their various maneuvers ahead of time, and you can be looking for those maneuvers. But a lot of times, you'll be wrestling guys you've never even met before. And so, you just have to trust in your abilities, and in our case, just a well-placed tsunami bomb, one and done, and usually that's all it takes.
Saw some cheap tactics there, some double team moves behind the referee's back.
I tell you what, Revelation, a team that Donnie and I have faced in the past, they are well versed in those dirty tactics. They can cheat with the best of them. Oh, distracting your referee so that his partner can...
Oh, but there's Brett Havoc to break it up. Referee John Gray didn't see any tag.
Referee's only one man. He can only do so much. But I think he's concentrating on the wrong team at this point. Oh, trying to counter that front face lock and get to his partner. Zero desperately needs a tag right now.
Look at the power of Zero. Let's be honest, Kenneth James is no small man. But Zero is just showcasing his power.
Oh, and there's a tag. Oh, but the referee didn't see it. Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's smart. That's smart on the part of Revelation.
Oh, you know that they did that on purpose, too. See, that's that veteran status that Kenneth James has.
Pin attempt.
Drew Lycos almost picking up a big win by trying to pin Tolerant Zero there. Lots of stiff strikes. Oh, double knees to the face and then double knees to the upper back. Two pin attempt. I think Bret Havoc is the only thing that stopped that from being the finish of the match.
That is one of the problems when you got 4 men competing in one match. There's only one referee. He can't be everywhere at once.
But the referee is right where he needs to be. Right at this moment, as Kenneth James was applying basically a bow and arrow stretch, trying to get Tolerant Zero to submit, but no dice. Still firmly in control, Revelation. Tolerant Zero starting to fire back. He needs to get a tag.
Lifts him up with a choke slam.
Sick choke slam. Just drilled him through the canvas.
Another example of just the pure raw power put forth by Tolerant Zero.
Oh, is he going to get the tag? There, he's got it. Oh, here it comes. Here's the face-off of former tag team partners.
This is what they've been waiting on, I guarantee it. Oh, wait a second!
What is this?
He suckered him in!
Super kick right to Tolerant Zero's chin. And that's it.
Tolerant Zero's partner turning his back on him, showcasing he's still with Revelation. That's all I can assume.
Well, that was just a dirty double cross.
He suckered us. He suckered us all in.
But you know, maybe that's what he wanted all along, just to pick up another victory for his real team, Revelation.
Oh, would you look at that? He's got his Revelation outfit. His old Revelation outfit he just brought out here. We should have known. We should have thought about this.
Well, he's got a t-shirt, but it looks like Kenneth James also has something else in his hands. What is that? Oh, no. That looks like a set of handcuffs.
Is that
That looks
handcuffs?
Like, I don't know what they've got in mind.
It's 3-on-1 right now. There's 3 guys in the ring and Zero's all by himself. But he's gonna fight anyway.
Oh! T-bone suplex.
Oh, come on. This just isn't right. Come on, the match is over. Leave him alone. They're handcuffing Zero to the bottom rope. He's fighting out of it. He's not going to let him do this easily.
Tolerant Zero, just a beast of a man.
Oh,
taking a face kick. There's no way he can fight off 2 men.
They have officially handcuffed Tolerant Zero to the bottom rope. He's not going anywhere. This is not good. This is not good. What is that a chair? They're bringing a chair into this. Oh, come on, put the chair down. Don't do that to him. Don't do this. No.
Oh.
This is a mauling. Hey, I'll be right back. What? Where are you going?
Johnny Tsunami just taking off from the broadcast position, joining with his brother. Johnny and Donnie are in there, stopping Revelation. Thank goodness for the Tsunamis. Tsunami bomb down on there. My broadcast colleague tonight, Johnny Tsunami and his brother Donnie in the ring, coming to the aid of Tolerance Zero. It's about time somebody did. Get the handcuffs off of him. They got the keys. I think they got him free. But the damage has already been done with that steel chair.
Change the rules of the game. Have it. Brett had it. Turn your face to me. Brett had it. Look at me. I thought more of you. We thought you changed your ways. But this is an atrocity. September 29th. September 29th. Tsunamis. Tolerance Zero. It's Revelation. What do you say?
A six-man tag team challenge for September 29th just laid out on the table? The Tsunamis and Zero are ready to fight! What's wrong? Get in there! You want to fight so much, Revelation? Get in there!
We're going to get contract finalized. Brett Havoc, whether he likes it or not. This six-man tag is going to take place September 29th. If you guys want to see it, do you guys want to see it?
The fans approve, and so do I!
As soon as we get Brett Havoc's contract finalized, the Tsunamis, Tolerance Zero versus Revelation, September 29th.
He will pay for what they
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, officially announced. It's the Tsunamis and Tolerance Zero on September 29th, facing off against Revelation.
So, I'm going to make all these people pay for it again.
Oh, now Revelation hightailing it out of here like a pack of scaredy cats.
Here you have it. Once again, September 29th. Once we get Brett Havoc under contract, six-man tag, the Tsunamis, Tolerance Zero versus Revelation. Following contest is a second-round matchup in the Grand Tournament. It is set for a 15-minute time limit, one fall. Your referee, Jack Maverick. Introducing first,
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're in round 2 now of the Grand Tournament. And here comes Big Russ Jones' opponent, a man who's a little bit bigger than Adam Bueller, who Russ Jones defeated to advance into the second round, by the name of Austin Manix. Let's take you back to ring announcer Chris Nunn.
This contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Winner faces the Grand Tournament. Harrison first to my right, playing on the red corner from Edfall, Michigan, weighing in at 300 pounds, the destroyer of worlds, Russ Jones! And his opponent, fighting in the blue corner, weighing in at 210 pounds, from Murder City, Michigan,
The bell rings, and here we go with round 2, opening match of round 2, Austin Manix versus Russ Jones.
Austin Manix starting off the match, very strong, running big boot. Oh, now a slingshot to the outside. Oh, lands a big face kick. Austin Manix also proving he belongs here at Infinity Pro. Remember, all that sweat builds up on the ring ropes.
You gotta believe right now. Taking flight!
Oh, no way! Austin Manix flying for a big man.
Austin Manix is bigger than Adam Bueller, who Russ Jones faced earlier on, so he's presenting much more of a fight that Russ Jones is gonna have to somehow find a way to overcome.
Trying to whip the man on the outside, not sure it's a good idea. Oh, reversal right into that ring post. Those things do not give.
I hope these fans are quick on their feet when these wrestlers are outside. There's no guardrails protecting them.
Oh. I think Russ Jones is targeting that left arm of Austin Manix.
Well, that's a smart move, you know. Target a person's limb, try to wear it down. You might be able to get a submission victory out of it.
Also, you'll notice Russ Jones specifically going after the left arm of Austin Manix. Traditionally, that's a tactic used by many people because the left arm specifically is one of the weaker limbs on the body. Oh, a chop right to the throat. Just applying a hammerlock right over the ropes.
That is an illegal move, which is why referee Jack Maverick started the count.
Boy, Russ Jones just going right after that arm. Like a pit bull.
Russ Jones is just a dominant force. There is not very many things in this earth that can stand up to the power
big slam
of the destroyer of worlds himself.
And a rake to the eyes.
Oh, he was just wiping some of the sweat out of his face.
You don't see real well, do you?
I see just fine. 20/40.
Ooh. Cranking on that shoulder. Almost a top wrist lock. I think he's going to dislocate Manix's arm. Austin Manix may want to just call this, try it again next year.
The power!
Spinning sidewalk slam.
And this is academic here. Still had enough energy left to kick out at 2.
Oh, and a one-arm jawbreaker. A shining warlock.
This is it.
A quick roll-up, schoolboy. Oh, there's a 3.
3 minutes, 57 seconds. Austin Aries.
Russ Jones is out of the tournament? Russ Jones is out of the tournament!
What did I tell you? Those quick roll-up pins, they can come out of nowhere. Quick victory for Austin Manix, but what kind of damage has been done to that shoulder?
It's hard to tell. He might have to be looked at by a specialist in the back. He still is going to have to compete tonight. He advances, but, you know, for his opponents, this might be like they're sharks in the water smelling blood. This might not be a good thing.
With dangerous competitors such as Keith Creme and Austin Aries still in the tournament.
And Russ Jones is just beside himself. And I'm with him. I can't believe I just saw that. Well, Russ Jones, all I can say is thank you for coming. Better luck next time.
Before we get to this next contest, I have a card. This segment has been bought. Somebody has bought this entire segment and next match. So, ladies and gentlemen, representing the agency, the president/talent relations, James Altraz.
Mr. James Altraz enters the ring.
Now, if I can I play Mr. Altraz?
Crowd chanting 1% at Altraz.
We've seen on Facebook and Twitter that you represent the best in pretty much every sport there is. And you found yourself right here in the middle of our ring in Infinity Pro. What is your business here? Firstly, Chris, thank you for that warm introduction. Thank you, Bloomington, for that warm introduction. Thank you, Infinity Pro, for that warm introduction. Now, some of the breaking is here. I know your face. You see me announce, you see me on commentary. It's time that my real purpose here was known. My name is Mr. James Altraz. Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring is the charter member of the agency. This is the man that I personally made sure to bring to this town. He is a two-time and only two-time Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. Are we really messing up the music already?
Austin Aries? Never heard of him.
Keith Creme, who earned this opportunity earlier tonight when he defeated the serial killer Jack Thriller in the first round of the Grand Tournament. Now getting ready for one of the toughest opponents of his entire career.
Now that we have him out here, it is time for the moment that you've all been waiting for, and the moment you should all be thanking me for. He is the first and only two-time Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. He is the longest reigning TNA X Division Champion. He is your next TNA World Heavyweight Champion. And he will be your first Infinity Pro Grand Champion. The man that has earned the name of the greatest man that ever lived. Austin
Ladies and gentlemen, a double himself, the self-proclaimed greatest man who ever lived, and the current and longest reigning TNA X Division Champion of the world, Austin Aries, is back in Infinity Pro Wrestling. Sums it up.
I am sitting here listening in the middle of this ring, taking all the credit for bringing Austin Aries back here. The reality is, buddy, your check bounced.
You got it.
Yeah. I'm here because Donnie Tsunami brought me back here. I'm here because the fans of Infinity Pro Wrestling wanted to see Austin Aries. Not because of uptight, overweight, you didn't brush your teeth this morning, you're wearing your grandmother's glasses. Stylish? I guess someone's got the right sense of style. That big round you ringing out their hand right there. I tell you what, I'm gonna cut you some slack. I'm gonna let you pick up this briefcase and leave this ring without slapping that disgusting taste on your mouth. I think you're gonna take that offer and get to 7 right now.
Better words have never been spoken.
See ya. Sure wouldn't want to be ya.
Oh, Keith Creme taking advantage. Quick body lock takedown. I think Keith Creme is ready to show that he belongs in this ring just as much as Austin Aries does.
You know, Austin Aries, he's got a lot on his plate coming up. Everybody knows about his upcoming shot at Bobby Roode for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, but he told us all before the start of the night that his focus is not on that night. It's going to be on tonight and becoming the Grand Tournament champion.
Quick headlock takeover. Austin Aries on top right now.
And Johnny, looks like we're being joined here on commentary by Mr. James Altraz himself. And, you know, Mr. Altraz, I got to ask you, he kind of reamed you out there a little bit. He kind of read you the riot act. I mean, that's the way it looked to us.
Look, all I know is the flight was 10 minutes late. I have no control over the airlines. If this is how Austin Aries wants to do business, after all I've done for him, after bringing him here to this hick town, then that's fine. Austin Aries can play all the games he wants. See, I've got enough of a bankroll through the agency, and I don't need Austin Aries. There's an entire locker room back there that can do exactly what I need them to do.
Nice chain wrestling displayed by Austin Aries and Keith Creme. Trading wrist locks and now back to a side headlock. Shoulder block.
You know, if there is one man who's more talked about than anybody in the wrestling world right now, it is A-double Austin Aries. The man who just recently received praise from the guy known as Hulk Hogan himself.
Reversal hip toss. And Austin Aries showing why he is one of the greatest wrestlers in the world today.
Looks like a show of respect on the part of Keith Creme.
Well, he always wants everyone to respect him.
And Altraz here next to me seems to be, he's on his phone, he's snickering, he's laughing, and he's texting. I'm not exactly sure what that means.
Well, Austin Aries wants to play his games. I'm about to checkmate.
What do you mean?
And there he goes.
James Altraz's cryptic word says he's about to checkmate when it pertains to Austin Aries. I don't know what he means. He just left the commentary booth. Honestly, the smell has gotten a little bit better, I'll tell you that right now.
And a incidental thumb to the eye. Keith Creme up and over. Running from Aries.
I think he went to the well once too often with that one.
Oh, not a back rake, but a chest rake. A nice cartwheel evasion.
Oh! Paintbrushed him.
What did the 5 fingers say to the face?
I don't know what.
Slap! Running back elbow, quick snapmare. Could be his trademark. Oh, drop kick to the back of the head.
This is it. As we said before this match even began, this is one of the biggest challenges of Keith Creme's career here.
Oh! A slingshot, double chop right to the back.
And right now, Austin Aries showcasing just why you can see him every Thursday night on Spike TV on Impact Wrestling. Little fan interaction going on.
That fan just laid the boots to Keith Creme. Oh.
In a 10.
Slingshot tope atomico.
He got that bottom rope just in time.
Oh. And a jumping face stretch.
It is great to see Austin Aries back here in Infinity Pro. For those of you who don't know, the last time Aries was here, he was victorious in a match against GT Vega.
It was actually a 30-minute time limit draw, if you'll remember correctly, followed by an impromptu extra 5 minutes, which did not happen fully. It was more of a stoppage by Austin Aries. Decided that GT Vega was not deserving of an extra 5 minutes of action.
You see, that's why I keep you around.
I knew there was a reason. Oh, and a big double axe handle from the top to the floor. Austin Aries showing some of his vintage offense. More boots from the fans.
Keith Creme has got to do something here. He's got to do something to try and get momentum back in his favor.
How about that?
I like that.
Using the ring to his advantage. That is the mark of a veteran wrestler. Kick out at 1.
I actually went up and tried to have a conversation with Mr. Aries before the show tonight. You know what he told me?
What?
I don't know who you are. Please get away from me.
Yeah, he's a real social butterfly, that guy. Deserving of the praise that he receives, though. He is one of the top wrestlers on the independent scene and now on television every week.
Every Thursday night on Spike TV.
And now we have him here in Infinity Pro. Going after the ribs of Austin Aries. Hard whip into the corner. And Keith Creme is known for a martial arts based style. Stiff kicks and submissions.
Well, if Keith Creme is smart, he would stay on top right now. He's going to have to do something. He can't let Aries get any offense back in, because once Aries starts going, he really starts going.
Oh, and a throat thrust. Keep in mind that one of Austin Aries' main finishers is a brainbuster. And with that weakened brain that Keith Creme has from that prior concussion.
Yeah, you just know it. You know Aries is looking to hit the brainbuster at any point here.
But if Keith Creme can slap on that Buffalo Sleeper that he applied earlier in the night, that could be all she wrote for Austin Aries. Series of 1 counts.
It's going to take a little bit more to put down a wrestler the caliber of Aries. It's matches like this, Johnny, that showcase why there is still wrestling in this great country.
Oh, back to that slingshot counter.
No matter what those boys up north want to tell you, wrestling is still alive and well in the good old US of A, and you're witnessing it right now.
That's right. Manhattan drop.
Some sort of a dance move, I think.
Could just see the perspiration fly off the chest of Keith Creme. Man, a rolling elbow. This could be it. Austin Aries getting fired up.
Fans seem to be behind Aries here. Up and over.
Straight to the apron. Shoulder block.
Looks like he almost slipped off his back there.
Knee breaker. Oh! Straight to a side slam. Pendulum elbow, and that's one of his trademarks.
This is it. He's got... Oh, and somehow he has the ability to kick out at 2.
Surprising with his weakened brain. Oh, going for a cutthroat, spun down into a backbreaker. Oh, and he's going for that Buffalo Sleeper. This could be it. This could be it. Austin Aries could be tapping out. One of the most feared submission maneuvers.
Oh, and look just how quickly he gets out of it. That was close. That was very close in Aries' eyes.
What's he setting up for now?
Oh, he's putting him in no man's land.
Setting him on that top rope.
Things like this never end good.
Never end well?
Sure.
That either. Going for that face first maneuver that he tried earlier. Oh! Oh, big spinning kick.
Wait, did you just correct me?
Grammatically, yes, I am a grammar Nazi. Slingshot. Oh, nobody there.
Smart on the part of Aries. Going up, coming down.
Slingshot splash. Aries now in control. And back in.
Tell you right now, he's got that second wind. You can see it in his eyes.
Could be that big missile drop kick. Oh, yes! He is feeling it.
Just about took him corner to corner.
Drop kick.
Ow! Right on the button.
Going for that brain buster.
This might be it. There it is.
Oh!
Brain buster.
And Creme.
Austin Aries able to gain the victory, making him one step closer to ultimate glory here, being named the Grand Tournament Champion.
Second round matchup in the Grand Tournament. Introducing first.
And once again, Sugar Dunkerton joins us here for round 2, making this his only second ever match here at Infinity Pro Wrestling. Here comes the Hebrew Hammer himself, Joseph Schwartz, making his way out to the ring. And I'm telling you right now, Johnny, this is gonna be a fun one.
This is gonna be interesting.
If you've never gotten the chance to see Joseph Schwartz in action, then pay attention, because this is going to be something special.
This following contest is set for 1 fall, 15-minute time limit. Your referee is Jack Maverick. Introducing first to our right, putting out of the red corner, from Harlem, New York, weighing in at 193 pounds, the chocolate ice cream dream, Sugar Dunkerton! His opponent, putting out of the blue corner, from Staten Island, New York, by way of the Reigns Dojo, weighing in at 215 shekels, the Hebrew Joseph Schwartz!
Johnny, I got to ask you a question before this match starts.
Go on.
What is a shekel?
I believe it's a form of currency over in Israel.
Yeah.
Of which Joseph Schwartz is used to, give himself a weight. Already you can see the slapstick elements. I think both men tend to use a comedy-based style, basically to get into the heads of their opponents.
Yeah,
Right?
that's very much the truth. They both use comedy styles to get into the heads of their opponents. However, now we're going to find out what happens when comedy style matches up against comedy style.
Referee getting involved here.
Schwartz just took Sugar's headband.
Oh, no, he didn't.
I remember somebody once saying, "You do not soil the yarmulke." You can hear Sugar saying it. He's saying, "It's on now."
After both men took turns Ric Flairing each other's garments, now it looks like we're going to have a test of strength. Gingerly at first.
Joseph Schwartz coming out on top here.
Sugar bridging so as not to have his shoulders pinned to the mat with that test of strength. That Greco-Roman knuckle lock. We're starting to reverse it.
Out of these two men, Joseph Schwartz is a little bit bigger. Does have a little more size advantage.
Sugar now imploring Joseph Schwartz to abide by the rules.
I don't really think referee Jack Maverick knows what's going on right now. I think he's just there for the fun of it.
Very few pinfalls in this match so far. Very few wrestling maneuvers also. Quick reversal. Joseph Schwartz on top. Stomping at the fingers.
We said it before and we'll say it again. Don't count Sugar Dunkerton out. This man can pull moves out of places that I didn't even know there were places, all right? Hey-oh. Going back right to the Greco-Roman knuckle lock again.
Stomping at the feet.
Every time the Hebrew Hammer comes out on top.
Uh-oh, going for that patented hammer drop. And he hits it.
An attempt.
You know, he always looks so surprised, but I've never seen him pin anyone with that maneuver, ever.
Yes, but that doesn't mean you can stop trying.
That is true. Each time is a little bit more experience.
Are we going for... These fans are calling for a dance-off. A dance-off?
Only in Infinity Pro.
I guess this is really happening.
Sugar better be careful. It looks like one of his boots is untied.
There goes Sugar's dance moves. He's still going. I heard he learned that in the Jerusalem School of Dancing.
Oh, and a quick backslide!
Oh, very smart by Sugar Dunkerton. Very smart. Sucker him in with a dance contest and then try to pull out the victory.
I'm not sure that's kosher.
Dancing's fun and all, but remember, this is a wrestling match. This is the grand tournament. Only one man can emerge victorious.
Trading slaps.
An attempt. Kicks out at 2.
After a big right hand. I'm not sure all those shots from Sugar are legal, because you're not supposed to have a closed fist. Sugar's starting to become a little bit more aggressive in this match. Slapping on a rear chin lock.
You know what I can't get over, Johnny? I cannot get over the fact that we've seen some great action here tonight, and it's still incredibly hot in this building.
Yeah. Never a night off here in Infinity Pro. Everybody has to work hard. Double axe handle.
Going for it.
Working the leg.
The Hebrew Hammer still has fight left inside him.
Asking for some energy from the crowd. They're willing to oblige.
Remember, fans, this is only Sugar Dunkerton's second ever match here in Infinity Pro. So his first and second match have all taken place in the same night.
Firing back with right hands. Oh, and a thumb to the eye. Oh, and a spinning neck breaker right across the knee.
Referee checking on Sugar Dunkerton, making sure he's okay. Oh, he's going up. This usually ends badly.
Oh, Joseph Schwartz, not a natural high flyer. Took a little too much time on that second rope.
All I've got to say is that if you're not used to it, if you don't do it on a regular basis, then why attempt it now?
Maybe a little desperation showed on the part by Joseph Schwartz. He wants to win this tournament as much as anyone else. Uh-oh. Going for that electric chair.
This can't be good.
See where he takes him.
He's got him up. Dunkerton trying to find a way out of it.
Dunkerton.
Oh! And he's down.
Elevator drop.
2. Fans here starting to get into it. This fantastic Bloomington crowd.
Quick headbutt to the midsection. Oh! There's that lariat that he finished Hyzaya with early. And that's it.
There it is.
I'm not sure if that's a lariat or a running elbow smash to the face, but whatever it is, it's effective.
I just think it's something that hurts.
Taking out 2 opponents so far with that maneuver.
And Sugar Dunkerton moves on. Oh, look at this. We saw this earlier after his defeat of Hyzaya. Very good show of respect.
Show of respect and sportsmanship.
You don't see this that much anymore. There needs to be more of this.
That's what makes Infinity Pro one of the best independent wrestling companies in the world. A tremendous show of support and respect between all of the competitors, as well as the fans rallying behind good wrestling.
And we are one step closer to crowning the first ever Infinity Pro Grand Tournament champion.
I'm almost shocked myself. Like, ordinarily you hear these Sugar Dunkerton promos and I'm real braggadocious. You know, I got my hair all picked out. I'm flared up with excitement because I'm ready for the next thing. But I gotta tell you, I feel like a man with a GPS that just quit on him. And I'm not sure where I'm at because I've never been in a tournament where I've gone this far. I've gotten through Schwartz, I've gotten through Hyzaya, but now I'm going against one of the top prospects here in Infinity Pro, Austin Manix. Austin Manix has done a few things, he's seen a few places. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a few places that I wish I could have seen. But I can't worry about that right now. Do I feel like I got a little twinge of doubt? Do I feel like maybe this is my opportunity to get knocked out of the tournament? Yeah, I do. I fear it. I fear it the same way I feared that when it broke over 2 months ago. But let me tell you something. The same way things broke, they get put back together. 7 screws, 1 plate. I'm here. I didn't come here on my debut night to get sent back 11 plus hours with no trophy. So Manix, you need to ask yourself a question. For how good you say you are, for how good people say you are, can you prove it in 1 match and get to the finals? Because let me tell you something. You better be willing to give everything you've got in your body if you want to get to the finals past me. I want something I've never had, and to get something I've never had, I'm going to have to do something I've never done, and that's put you down. No more games, no more jokes. If you want this, you're going to have to take this. I'll see you out there. Game time.
Following contest is set for what follows our final second round contest in the grand tournament. Is set for a 15-minute time limit. Your referee is swaying. Introducing first.
And here we go with another second round matchup. You're witnessing the entrance of that guy, PJB, who we already saw once here when he advanced in the tournament by quickly, I should say, gaining the victory over Jake Omen earlier tonight.
Just want to throw in really quick, as one of PJB's trainers, I actually showed him that crucifix pin that he used to roll up Jake Omen earlier in the night.
Very nice, very nice. So Jake Omen can blame you for that.
I'm not bragging, I'm just saying.
Here comes a man who is very notorious in the Infinity Pro universe, Scotty Young. I can tell you fans right now, this is set up to be a classic right here. PJB versus Scotty Young in the second round of the tournament. Let's take you one more time to ring announcer Chris Nunn. Scotty Young, you gotta know, is looking to make Mr. Belding proud here tonight by trying to walk away as the first ever Grand Tournament champion.
So is that a Saved by the Bell reference, or?
Yes, I believe it is.
Okay. Hey, speaking of the bell. Crowd firmly behind PJB in this match.
PJ is a hometown boy, born and raised right here in Bloomington.
Scotty Young showing why he is not appreciated by these fans, but he is one of the better wrestlers here in Infinity Pro, showing that intensity that he's known for.
Well, you know, Scotty Young, he's been involved in some classic matches here with the likes of Ryan Epic and GT Vega, and you know that he wants this Grand Tournament Championship not only for the prestige that comes with it, but also for the fact and the notoriety, go for pin, the notoriety, the stamp of approval to showcase that, yes, he is as good as he says he is.
Also, the bump in pay doesn't hurt.
Yes, that is pretty good.
Uh-oh, picking him up for his finish. Could be that fireman carry to a spine buster. Oh, slingshot on the ropes. Just like that, Scotty Young back in control.
This is our final second round tournament match. Whoever the winner is here will join the likes of Austin Aries, Sugar Dunkerton, and Austin Manix in the final four of the tournament.
Oh, stepping on the hair of PJB. Oh, just scraping the boot right over the face of PJB.
Not to take away from this match, but Johnny, you've got this paper sitting here right in front of you like I do. You see what's coming up next, right?
If you're talking about the street fight,
oh yes,
then I'm as excited as everyone else.
That is coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, the street fight that everyone's been talking about immediately following this final second round tournament match. Call your friends, call your neighbors, call your high school sweetheart and tell her to turn the channel on, because she is definitely gonna want to see this.
Quick snap there.
Scotty Young's just been all offense here.
Oh! Just doing that field goal kick.
What would you call that?
Field goal?
Field goal kick? Huh, I'm shocked. Everything else always has a Japanese name to it anymore.
Actually, if you want to go there.
I knew it. I knew it.
A wrestler from Japan who was once a professional soccer player actually uses that maneuver as his finishing move, and he calls it the penalty kick.
Well, penalty kick, that's not really a Japanese name.
That is true.
See, you set me up there, and then you didn't deliver.
I'm sure he actually calls it something in Japanese, though.
Scotty Young is just vicious here. You got to remember, too, Scotty Young, he's a fresh man here. This is actually his first match tonight. PJB has already competed once tonight, so he's already had a lot of his energy spent.
And PJB had a rough match with Jake Omen, absorbing a lot of punishment in that match earlier. PJB's firing up, though.
Wait a second.
Oh, he's that guy. Oh.
And that guy just put his fist right in Scotty Young's face.
Big punches. Could be going for his big splash. Oh, there it is. This usually sets up his finishing maneuver.
Big splash that made waves.
Oh, and a big back body drop.
Up and over. You can see the pain on Scotty Young's face right now.
PJ is feeling it, going for that fisherman suplex with a cradle. 2.
Oh, he barely got out at 2.
Not quite a perfect plex.
It wasn't perfect, but it'll get by.
Good for a 2. Here he goes for that fireman carry again. Could we be seeing? Not all she wrote yet.
Good of Scotty Young to find a way out of it.
Oh, here we go. Here he's going for the move. And the spine buster.
Oh, and look how smart it is. Scotty Young immediately rolling to the outside.
Wisely rolling to the outside.
That's almost veteran-style thinking.
I believe if BJ could have hooked a leg before Scotty Young started to roll to the outside, he would be the winner of this match right now. Did Scotty Young bide himself enough time to recover from that's all she wrote?
PJ's looking to hit something here. He's in the corner.
Another splash, maybe? Oh, stiff kick to the jaw. PJ, I don't think he knows where he is.
That was great scouting on the part of Scotty Young. PJ's in trouble now.
Uh-oh, going for the rude awakening. Just a sit-out neck breaker.
Part of me thinks he should have gone for the pin right there, but
Scotty Young setting him up.
ouch!
Big forearm drop right from the second rope.
Has he got it here?
Oh, near fall.
Very close. These two are throwing everything they've got at each other.
Oliver Tharp imploring Scotty Young to get off the top rope.
Wait a minute.
Oh, and PJ reverses.
He rolled right through him.
Oh, look at the strength.
Oh, PJ's
Oh, right
look
up
at
into
that.
the carry.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, and a counter DDT.
He turned it.
There it is.
After a fantastic counter, Scotty Young advances into the Final Four.
Scotty Young putting himself in position for PJ to hit his finishing maneuver again, but then snagging the head on the way down, driving PJ's head right into the canvas. Picks up the quick victory.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your Final Four of the Grand Tournament looks like this. Scotty Young, Austin Manix, Sugar Dunkerton, and A-double himself, Austin Aries. One of these four men will be the first ever Infinity Pro Grand Tournament champion.
But you know what's coming up before that.
Oh, yes.
It's next, baby.
It's next. I'm telling you folks right now, wait a second. Scotty Young's still in the ring. Oh, come on! The match is over.
Normally,
just adding insult to injury.
where's the sportsmanship? Usually a lot of respect shown. Not here.
We should have expected this. I mean, it's Scotty Young.
Driving him face first.
Oh, PJ's out.
PJ's hurt.
Somebody gets Scotty out of the ring. The match is over and PJ is out.
I'm not even sure he needed to expend that extra energy. Hitting his finishing maneuver against PJB, who is already just spent.
He will never wrestle Infinity Professional Wrestling again.
Infinity Pro officials now, and Donnie Tsunami in the ring checking on PJ. He is down and he is out. This is not good.
PJ may actually have a hurt neck.
I really hope that Scotty Young is proud of himself for this. I really do. Just ridiculous.
I can see PJ is moving his arms, so he's safe as far as that goes, but he keeps pointing to his neck.
Officials checking on him now, making sure that everything is okay.
Like we say all the time, don't try this at home, folks. These maneuvers are real.
No, don't try this at home, but what Scotty Young just did is the act of a coward. And it's just ridiculous. PJ be able to walk out of here on his own 2 feet.
Crowd still firmly behind PJB, who will have to wait until next season to get another shot at the Grand Championship title.